Welcome to the Digging Deeper podcast. On this episode, Brian Astle from Lind Equipment talks about the company's new all-in-one beacon LED tower. Listen in to hear all about the new product and how it can be a great asset for equipment rental companies.
So the exact same light can operate in three different modes. Generator mode to replace those traditional generator tower lights. Electric mode to replace the smaller LED indoor electric only towers. And then this diffuser mode, which replaces the balloon lights that are pretty popular, right? Like these sorts of things over here. Typically, rental will own all three of those different assets, and this gives them a chance to own just one that can operate in those three different ways, and therefore be, increase utilization, increase your ROI, right? So in generator mode, we talk about it being operated without any compromises. So the light output's exactly the same as your tow-behind diesels, but uses less electricity than a toaster. So, you can run this thing off a single little 1,000-watt generator like we have here. We don't give you the generator. Everyone's got their own favorite brand of generator. So you put that in. What we give you is the gas tank and this attachment so that your generator will still run that same 45 hours you're used to. So again, you're not compromising on light output, you're not compromising on runtime, all in a unit that's been proven anywhere from the Arctic to the desert to in New York on Governor's Island, actually. You guys are familiar with that, I'm sure, right? So there's a bunch of them there. They get all this sort of sea breeze all the time, and they operate just fine. In electric mode, so if you do have external power, you can plug, again, this exact same unit into an outlet. So it uses so little electricity that you can plug two of them into a single 15 amp outlet. So you can't at all ever plug in a standard tower light, let alone this one where you can plug two into a single 15 amp outlet. And we run the lights. The lights can run anywhere between 90 volts and 277 volts. So if you do have dirty power from a generator and it fluctuates, no problem. If you're running a long cord to get out in the field, the voltage is going to drop as you go longer. The lights will continue to run no problem at full brightness. Fits through a man door. One person can push it around. Weighs less than 400 pounds. All these great advantages for when you are using it for an event or indoor construction, that type of thing. And then we have this diffuse no glare balloon light mode. So what these are metal frames that have ripstop nylon on them. You can see them up there. And that fits just onto the light head and clips a little strap in the back. And so now you've got that diffuse balloon light type application. It's becoming increasingly popular for road work in different states. So South Carolina, for example, mandates that if you are doing road work, you need to have diffuse lighting in that area. They've had some accidents where the glare from the light has caused people to crash their cars. So that's becoming a much more popular thing. And unlike balloon lights, our lights, you can aim them in different ways, right? Or you could just put on two diffusers to go where the traffic is, and the other light heads that are illuminating your work site, keep those as bright as you'd like with having no diffusers on those. So it is much more flexible in terms of its deployment. And it's brighter. So if we compare other balloon lights to our light in that sort of balloon light mode, the construction standard for lighting is 5-foot candles, right? It's just a measure of light. So what we did is we said, what's the area that our light will light up to that 5-foot candle minimum versus some of the competing balloon light? So you've got a balloon light competitor who gets to remain nameless. It's a 1,000-watt metal halide bulb in there. That does less than 2,500 square feet to that construction standard. There's a, again, remain nameless generator competitor that's got an LED with diffusing panels that go on top of it. That's a little less than 4,000 square feet. Our light will do 5,000 square feet to that minimum construction lighting standard. So you do get diffuse light, you get that non-glare light, but you get more of it, right? Which is always better. You can light up a larger work site, means less lights to deploy, all that kind of stuff. And that's even when this thing is operating in kind of 360 degrees LEDs light as we have it there, you could always stick it up like this and aim all of them in the same direction, in which case you'd actually increase even more the light area that you're servicing. So at the end of the day, what we think about this Beacon all-in-one tower is that equipment rental can better serve their customers. They can give their customers more versatility in the lights that they rent, and of course, for the rental company, the most important thing, you can dramatically grow your ROI because you now have one asset that you're renting in 3 different ways rather than potentially having 3 assets whose utilization is much lower.